Let's get in Nrupesh Shah, ED of Symphony, who joins us on the show to talk about the numbers and the outlook ahead. Nrupesh, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. This is Neeraj here. Good afternoon, and thanks for being patient with us. Now, I look at the polls, and your numbers are better than the polls. But I look at what Symphony has always done, and Q3 by far, the top line growth would be the slowest that I've seen in a while. Is it demonetization? Is it winter? Or is it the combination of both?
No, first and foremost, we should try to understand this was an exceptional quarter on account of demonetization. That too, for air cooler, during this quarter, no or negligible retail sales takes place. And in our business model, whatever sales takes place, it is 100% with advance to the trade channel. So despite demonetization, in fact, we have succeeded in achieving a growth of 11% in top line and bottom line growth of 18%, which itself is incredible. While, as we know, most of our peers, there is a huge degrowth. Having said that, just to talk about specific impact of demonetization, up to October, there was a very robust growth. In the month of November, the month was almost a washout. But in December, we bounced back and we registered a decent growth, not only vis-a-vis October, November, but also on YOY basis. While in the current year, in the month of January, there is a robust growth. Having said that, our overall guidance for the medium term is about 20-25% top line growth. So if we consider 9 months period, our top line growth is almost 25% and PAT growth is almost about 28%. And we expect whatever growth or performance we have achieved in first 9 months, even in the current quarter and hence year as a whole, we should be in a position to maintain that momentum on standalone basis.
Guiding to a 25% Q4 growth, and that's not my problem, Nrupesh. My only thing is that you are a conservative company by nature. You guide 25%, you typically deliver 30 to 35% every year consistently. This time around that may not happen, but I understand that Q3 has had a bit of an issue. Now tell us, what about the operational parameters? You think margins stabilize at these current 37-38%, or is there scope of taking them higher because of contribution from different segments?
So 9 months as a whole, our EBITDA margin stands at about 35.5% versus 33.6%. So in the current year, in 9 months at EBITDA level, it has improved by about 190 BPS, and at a PAT level, it is higher by 110 BPS. Something here and there, but we are very confident to maintain current level of profitability, not only in the current quarter, but also in the short term to medium term.
Right. What about the non-residential industrial segment? How has that fared for you?
Yeah, so of course in the current quarter and otherwise, in respect of non-residential air coolers, one is export. 9 months as a whole, there is a 40% growth, and year as a whole, we expect to maintain that growth. In fact, we are sitting on substantial export orders. On top of it, on centralized air cooling, of course, there is a lower base, but there is also in terms of the percentage, almost triple-digit percentage growth.
Okay, Nrupesh, final question really. Any price hikes in the offering for your products? I mean, you've done reasonably well on the volume front, if I'm better than peers. Can this be coupled with price hikes, or would prices remain steady?
Yes, in some of the models we have resorted to marginal price hike, but more importantly, we have come out with new range of models, and that innovation has helped us in contributing and generating substantial growth. And as far as new models are concerned, they are, if not better, at least at par with current level of margin.
Okay. Would have loved to chat more. We are running out of time, but thank you so much for taking the time out, Nrupesh, and wish you a great quarter four. They're guiding to about a 25% growth. More importantly, the only reason I might sound a bit disappointed is because Symphony set the bar so high in terms of outperformance that a 10% top line growth doesn't quite sound right. But there was demonetization and maybe that has had an impact. I'm sure they will return back to beating market estimates from FY18 onwards. Thanks a lot, Nrupesh, for joining in today and giving us your thoughts. That's Symphony, confident of that 25% guidance, meeting the guidance for FY17 and maybe the years ahead as well. 2% down. I think the market thinks like me. 1322 right now for this stock. However, the broader markets or the markets at large are the ones which matter. Let's get in our experts and speak about how are they approaching trade this afternoon. Dr. Sikanara and Kunal Bothra with their sense of the charts in a bit.